It's Grow TV, where we grow together and learn about God.
What's up, beautiful people? I'm Stacy.
And I am Steve, and welcome to Grow TV.
Steve, want to play an imagining game?
I'd imagine that I would. How do you play?
It's pretty simple. You and I will both be shown an already creative picture, and then we'll both try to imagine more.
All right, cool. So, what is this game called?
Imagine more.
I got it. I think I could imagine more. What if this otter was wearing a cowboy hat and he had a guitar and he was playing country music? This game is fun.
My turn to.
Oh, wait. Please. Please don't do it.
What if this otter had a mustache, but not just any mustache, a handlebar mustache that it could twist while solving mysteries as a detective? Yeah. What if the otter had a detective hat on like Sherlock Holmes style? And while it was solving mysteries, it would say things like, that is utterly puzzling, wouldn't you say?
That's actually pretty cool.
You know what's cool? Even though we can imagine so much, what God gives us is often more than we can ever imagine, like God's love. We could never imagine how big it is.
That is very cool. There's a story from 2 Kings where a guy named Naaman is given more from God than he could ever imagine.
Okay, I am utterly intrigued.
Get out of here.
Look at that. We get each other.
The story comes from 2 Kings chapter 5. In the land of Aram, there was a leader of the army called Naaman. He was a valiant commander, and because of that, the king of Aram thought Naaman was a very, very great man.
Oh, but every so-called great person has some issue, right? What was Naaman's?
Naaman had a disease called leprosy. It gave him sores all over his body. One of the girls who worked for Naaman's wife was from Israel. She told them about a prophet who can help Naaman get better.
I know. It's Elisha.
Exactly. So Naaman traveled to Elisha's house. When he got there, Elisha sent a messenger out to tell Naaman what to do. He was told to simply wash in the Jordan River 7 times. Then he'd be healed.
Simple enough. Naaman must have been pretty excited about that.
Actually, Naaman became angry. He thought Elijah would come and see him himself. He thought Elijah might do some grand, elaborate healing. He even said that there were better rivers at home that he could have washed in.
What? But what God was giving Naaman through Elisha was awesome. Simple, easy healing. I mean, that's better than Naaman could have ever imagined, right?
The people with Naaman could see that. They tried to get Naaman to see that too. In 2 Kings 5:13, it says, Naaman's servants went to him and said, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you have not done it? How much more then when he tells you, wash and be cleansed?"
Well, was Naaman convinced?
Maybe he was, because verse 14 says, "So he went down and dipped himself in the Jordan 7 times, as the man of God told him, and his flesh was restored and became clean like that of a young boy."
Like a young boy. Sounds like God did more for Naaman than he had even hoped for.
More than he could even imagine, right? Naaman thought he had to live with leprosy for the rest of his life, but he heard that God could heal him. Then he thought that Elijah would have to perform some sort of grand miracle and show some awesome sign of power, but God provided healing in the most simplest way. God is always there for us. When we talk with God, God listens. Many times, God doesn't just give us what we ask for. God gives us more than we can imagine.
What a cool story. It reminds me of a time in my life when I was very lonely. I asked God for real friends, and soon after that, my family had to move.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like an answer to a prayer at all. It seemed like I would be even more lonely. But my neighbors in my new neighborhood we moved into were awesome. They ended up being some of my closest friends in my life. To this day.
When God doesn't answer prayers the exact way we think, it's easy to get discouraged or maybe even angry.
Like the dude in the story did.
Naaman, right? Yeah. But in those moments, if we keep listening to God, keep following and obeying what we feel God is having us to do, we will realize God gives us more than we can imagine.
It's been so much fun imagining more with you.
I actually liked it. I really enjoyed imagining more with you and learning about a really cool Bible story with you.
It's always good to learn and grow together. See you later.
Peace.
Imagine more.
No, that's what you can do.